Hello everybody, this is Simon with Let's Play Sonic 2006. Are you radical for a ready journey by train? No wait, I got that one wrong. Much like I got something else wrong, which a YouTube comment thankfully enlightened me about, this is a different train than the one we are chasing as Sonic. This is actually Eggman's train, and this means that we can actually, yes, we can destroy it as Shadow, as he says right now. Sonic is trying to get a completely unrelated train which does not have Elise on to prevent that from crashing, because Eggman just set that up with, you know, exploding boxes. On the same tracks he apparently takes himself, hence the confusion of almost everybody involved. But yeah, the lead car is completely different. This is exactly the train that Sonic chases in the Mark Speed section, and we're going to chase it as Shadow in said section, but you know, as Shadow, but it's complicated. Anyway, we actually have to destroy the train, as I said, with this extremely weird setup where Shadow is setting up a barrier for just as long as it takes to hit the train a few times. It's a bit clunky, but it kind of works, and I do think that, you know, theming wise, ouch, considering that Shadow is like the aggressive guy who solves problems with violence and guns, it's nice that they give him a level where he just gets to shred stuff, whereas Sonic protects stuff. It's almost like this is like character writing. You should not activate the Chaos Blast here, ouch, because, you know, snapping to enemies here where you have to use the homing attack to get to them, and may want to use the homing attack and a working homing attack for the springs is a bit of a crapshoot with this thing, so beware and don't follow my example, please. Yeah, you will save yourself a lot of grief. Again, however, this section is kind of nice, and the camera works quite well in my opinion. Like the way it angled itself so that you can get up here, it's good. Yeah, we get the scale gimmick again, but this time with a twist we have to use the Lightspeed dash at the end. This is of course where the chaos mode is good. Just snapping to things, yeah, awesome. Don't know what happened to the lighting there, but it's fine, it's good, it's cool. Normal stuff. There was a stun box here, you will see it in a later run. If you kill this enemy, the medal spawns here. Nice, actual, you know, a little bit of a puzzle. You can get the audio cue, but now we have to hurry up for the train, of course, because yes, also Shadow has to hurry up for the train so it doesn't go away. However, this is also where the Chaos Boost comes in. You can just teleport to the switch. However, this is where the Chaos Boost does not come in while I'm stuck here. I don't know exactly why, but Shadow gets wedged between the train and I guess the overlarge hitbox of the platform, and there's nothing I can do here. Except I realize I can just melee attack the train, and this pushes me back out. Cool. Whew. Lucky me, because that was a bit embarrassing. For the game, not for me. I didn't do anything wrong. I was just chaos attacking the train, because why wouldn't I do that? Why doesn't this open? Because there is new enemies being spawned in and you can see them here. Fortunately I got the chaos attack, which protected me from this missile, and oh yeah, I wanted to kill the other enemy. Really, I did. I wanted to play this legit, but nope, Shadow had other ideas and teleported itself to the spring, which is fine. We excise the entire middle section of this game, of this stage, which is a crying shame because it's really good, but we are directly at the end now. I don't quite know why, but maybe they couldn't really reconcile it with, you know, trying to destroy the train versus chasing the train. Whoops, should have taken the ramp. This is not gonna work, so I'm just gonna say screw the motorcycle, which is going to work, interestingly enough. You are on a timer here, you need to reach that train, but getting off the cycle here at the first part is not intended. I don't think so at the very least, but it works perfectly. However, maybe it was intended, because they actually did give you a second cycle here. This awkward pause was caused by me getting stuck on something again, I don't know, but at least they got out. Yeah, so now we actually have to chase the train on a motorcycle which is equipped with guns, which is actually kind of fun. Like, it reminds me of Star Fox 64, which is always good, like Macbeth up here. It's great. I tried to get this medal here, but I win. And I don't know why. I just destroyed the train with like 3 shots, which is very curious, considering that the train is actually much more durable than 3 shots, as you're going to see in a different video, because we still have 3 medals to go. It's a great opportunity to show this off, but hey, it's free S rank, I'm taking it. And as I said, it is consistent. The second time I just go ham on the train exactly here, it just dies. I suspect that there's like a physics object getting lodged inside of it. This is definitely not intended, but it works out in in my favor, because this section can be terrible. See you after the cutscene.
Wouldn't the door have been easier? So, what do you want now?
Who is Mephiles? And why are you trying to capture him?
If you want to know, you should go find him yourself. But here's a hint. It's all linked to the Soliana disaster 10 years ago.
The Solaris Project.
Indeed. When you capture Mephiles, you must bring him to me. Then I'll tell you the truth about Solaris.
I knew it! I knew you'd return. You had to.
Huh? You again.
This time, there will be no more interruptions! The Iblis trigger must die!
Sonic.
So how was your little walk?
Elise!
It's time to end this! Mephiles! Why are you getting in my way?
I'm Shadow. Shadow the Hedgehog.
Like the video if you're also looking forward, as much as I do, to beat up Silver next time. Oh boy. Anyway, we still got a little bit of stuff to do in this level, right? By which I mean we are stuck on 7 silver medals because of the unfortunate end of the last part of this, which again I'll take. Free S-rank is always fun. This time, however, we're going to explore this upper part here. Wow, it's pointless. There are no rainbow rings here. A little bit sad, but you know, gives me a little bit of an opportunity to get a jump attack on the enemies and be a little bit more efficient here. Would you believe that the last recording you saw was my first try on this level? I think it's a good sign of a level where a skilled player can just excel at a level basically effortlessly, because I generally know how things go in this game, you know, and I just did it first try, S rank, no problem whatsoever. It's amazing, I like it. This is also why I saw the mouse cursor in the loading screen, because I was still looking up medal locations, but shh, don't tell anybody how the sausage is made. Anyway, again, fun part here. I wish that this box would allow you to just kill those enemies both at the same time, but no, one of them is blue, has two hits worth of damage to get rid of. Oh well, can't be helped. Why am I showing this entire thing, by the way? Just because, you know, now I know exactly what I'm doing. Oh. Still a bit of a bad jump here, but you know, I already get the S rank, so it doesn't matter. I can lose these points. Ugh, barely made it, barely made it. It's a little uncomfortable. Otherwise, I still think that this section works surprisingly well. I've played a bunch of Unleashed now, on hardware actually. I got it for the 360, I think I said this before, and the camera in that one is absolute garbage. Like I wish it had 06's camera, honestly, because 06's camera is actually quite good in pointing you towards the right direction. It always goes very beautifully. Why doesn't this guy die? Always goes very beautifully behind you when it needs to be behind you. You can then run in a straight line. Unleashed's camera is like, oh, you have a tightrope act here, which is an amazing idea to put in a platformer. You know what? I think a 20-degree angle is just a ticket. Yeah, that's great. But don't go straight. Why did I fall in here again? Man, the homing attack here doesn't quite work with all the targets it has, right? But at least this time it didn't get stuck. 10 free rings here. Wow, all the content I'm showing, it's brilliant. Anyway, it's like they do have the chaos thing here because, oh yeah, there's a hard fight coming up, so we need to give you the opportunity to use it. Then it doesn't quite work on these robots, as you can tell, much like with Sonic. Oh, this one was decent, but I don't know. They must have figured this out, that this would happen during playtesting, but again, with the amount of changes they could make at that point, you know. Anyway, let's stay on the motorcycle this time, shall we? This can be a bit tricky if the trains actually catch you and throw you off. However, if you do go straight here and just go through, then this should be fine. Just like run this line which I showed. It's okay. But if you are not used to the motorcycle, for example, if you didn't do the license test, not good, then of course its asinine controls might just throw you off a little bit. Other than that, however, if you do get used to it, then this section is quite fun. I don't mind it. They have this issue here again where it just put robots everywhere, like it's supposed to be like an impressive set piece or something, and it just looks really awkward. Like this could work, I think, in a game like Forces, which has a much better presentation, even though it's not a good game, don't get me wrong. I think Forces is extremely boring, but the way it works with just tons of enemies around you and you blast through them and kill them all, that's cool. Anyway, let's actually try and get rid of this train now, because, you know, I kind of have to actually finish the stage at some point, but no, the train was too durable and I lose. This is of course a non-standard game over, or loss of life, I guess. Why is the train so durable all of a sudden? I guess it didn't glitch out and you were actually supposed to shoot it much more. But then you can't get all of the medals because the train doesn't have a health bar, so it's not like you know when it's going to be done soon. A little bit awkward here, much like me trying to get this extra life. Also quite awkward. Anyway, let's try and get the train now. Just kill it real quick, because, you know, I want to get done with the level and save the silver medal I got. By the way, the robot spawning into the left. A little bit awkward, eh? Like, what are you supposed to do about them? Stop and fight them? Anyway, and again here, train's just gone. Yeah, I don't know. Would have to ask speedrunners about it, but they probably have ways to break it in even more interesting ways. So, thank you very much for your attention.